Welcome to Masterclass 14. In it, I'm going to talk about an upcoming workshop which I'm calling Strategies for Restaurant Growth, which will take place on September 15 at the Jubilee Library in Brighton from 1:30 p.m. to 3 o'clock. These workshops have been running for about a year and they're quite popular, so it's worth booking in advance via Eventbrite. By way of introduction, a few words about me. Been in catering for just over 30 years. I'm an economist by trade and I worked in fast-moving consumer goods marketing where I won awards for new product development and group marketing campaigns. I have a consultancy called Business Blueprints, advising international blue chip operators, and I've worked in Germany, Ireland, Spain and the UK in both shopping centres and restaurant businesses. In my own right, I created and operated 12 restaurant concepts until I sold my last one last year. Since then, I've resumed my consultancy duties, including a role appointed by Brighton and Hove City Council as their hospitality partner. In that role, I've been primarily dealing with independents, and I've learned that the systems and techniques applied by most multiple chains are not applied by independents. The lessons I learned as marketing director of a 300-strong steakhouse chain have been particularly popular in my workshops. In this one, I'm going to cover the ground from the foundations of restaurant branding into consideration on how to create and retain customers, starting at the menu as the primary focus. I'll share, using original research, what matters to diners nowadays and how to measure the degree to which those elements are being delivered by you. I'll go on to talk about my formula to boost sales and the key role of staff in achieving this. And I'll finish by talking about dealing with the challenge of recruitment and retention of staff upon whom the success of the business depends. The starting point involves considering your target audience. It's really important to define their age, gender, income and interests. By defining this closely, you and your team will become clear on the type of menu, service style and atmosphere you need to create. The brand name you select for your business should be consistent with this target. In the event that you've already chosen a brand name, I'll be recommending a designation which lives below it, which produces the necessary correlation with your target market. Equally, you should set out the mission, vision and values you seek to deliver to your target, and the workshop will help you with these. Now, marketing is generally defined as the art of attracting and retaining customers. The most important aspect of attraction is your menu, and I'll provide you with guidelines on how best to make this appealing. I'll also help you to coach your waiting team and how best to use this as a selling tool to help guests make decisions and to promote particular menu items. By carefully costing your menu line by line, you can identify stars, that is, products with high levels of appeal and high margin levels. I'll also show you how to identify dogs, puzzles, and cash cows. By sharing this information with staff, you can ensure that your gross margin levels are maintained at a high level, and the workshop will show you how to develop this process. To make customers satisfied with their visit, to optimize this. The elements are cleanliness, service, atmosphere, food quality, and value for money. These are the primary considerations of customer satisfaction, and I'll share with the workshop 3 techniques to measure customer levels using simple market research methodology. These are focus groups, surveys and mystery visits. And to give you a touch more confidence, we created and operated JD Wetherspoon's mystery visit program to all their 800 pubs over many years. All of the above elements will serve to create a strong customer base, and the next phase is expanding that and at the same time retaining customers as loyal, frequent visitors to grow your sales. And the formula to optimize your sales is sales equals bill pairs times party size times visit frequency times average spend. You retain the number of bill payers by delivering high levels of customer satisfaction. To attract new ones, you need a combination of social media and recommendations. In the workshop, you'll learn how to secure and promote guest reviews, probably the most important driver of demand, and we'll cover the use of social media. Party size is an underrated statistic as it has a dramatic effect on party spend. It's also interesting to note that although 70% of casual dining parties are couples of 2 people, most restaurant seating is geared to parties of 4, which means a lot of empty, wasted seats. We'll discuss how to boost party size in the workshop. Visit frequency is a critical part of the sales formula. As a general rule, the lower the average spend, the higher the frequency of visit. However, visit frequency can be enhanced, and we discuss promotion methods to achieve this, using my recently owned the old bank as a case in point. Lastly, average spend. To a large degree, this depends on the ability of waiting staff to upsell and to extend the sale of starters, desserts, specials and drinks. Again, the workshop will consider the best ways to tackle this. The consistent element running through the workshop is the ability of your team to deliver terrific service to guests while at the same time optimizing issues like average spend. This is at a time when attracting staff is difficult, as is retaining them. The workshop will consider both of these aspects and provide ideas on how best to optimize recruitment and retention. Well, that's the workshop content for you. I hope you find it intriguing, and if so, join us at the Jubilee Library in Brighton on the 15th of September at 1:30 p.m. Finally, if anything in this masterclass has prompted or piqued your interest and you'd like to spend an hour or so talking about your own operation, please feel free to use the Calendly connection to set up a free call. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed it and look forward to seeing you again on Masterclass 15. Bye-bye.